Well, for those people that are fortunate enough not to know me, I'm Steve Callahan. I'm Sean's father, and I am proud to have that position. I always start off with a little story is that Sean was told to us by the doctor that he was going to be a girl. So we had no boys' names. And so when he popped out, and it was not Chelsea Nicole, my words were, oh, doo-doo, okay? And it took me a while to come home with a name for him, but I think Sean Ryan fixed him. Of course, we couldn't just leave it at that. We had to add the OB resident that delivered him name too, so he's Sean Ryan Marcus John Callahan. So, anyway. Sean and I, as a father, you watch your kid grow up, and you see all the joys and the sorrows, and just all the experiences, and you love them. And I have to think, okay, we were down doing something that we love to do, vacation in the Caribbean, and Sean and I are having one of those heart-to-hearts, and I answer him, and I go, Sean, she's the prettiest girl you've ever dated. She's the hottest girl you've ever dated. But you've only been dating her for about a year and a half. Are you sure? I mean, it's pretty quick. Dad, she's the one. Okay, well. Okay. Anyway, it's neat when your kid says that because he said, she completes me. And, yeah. Always wanted a daughter, I got one. And she definitely is the prettiest one, all right? And I do love her as a daughter. All right, so son, thank you very much. And I'd like to leave you with this real quick. The last wedding ceremony, I bought a cheap Walmart glass thinking that, you break the glass after doing a toast because then it can be used for nothing less worthy, okay? And so anyway, I'm trying to break this thing, and we're in Walter Scott's barn, and I don't want to throw it across the room or do something like that. It would not break. So if you ever need wine glasses that don't break, 97-cent Walmart ones are great. Okay. Sean and Danny, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall soft upon your field. May the Nebraska hills caress you. May her lakes and rivers bless you. May the luck of the Irish enfold you, and may the blessings of St. Patrick behold you. May your pockets be heavy and your hearts be light, and may good luck pursue you each morning and night. May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow, and may trouble avoid you wherever you go. May you never forget what is worth remembering, nor ever remember what is best forgot. Wishing you, son and daughter, a life full of love, laughter, and happiness always. Salate. And now I'll turn over to the father of the bride, Calvin Sisson, who I'm sure will do a much more eloquent job than I.
Very well done. Hey everyone. So I've been calling this Deja Vu because we've obviously had a lot of this happen in May. Not the exact thing that we wanted to have happen in May, or I'll leave it to these two, not exactly what they had planned in May, but it's been tremendous to watch them over the last 3 months and more of what that union, that marriage has become. And so I'm just so proud of the two of them. The word I used that night of the first wedding was perseverance. And in this day and age, you need a lot of perseverance in these big milestone moments. And as a parent, it just can crush you that you can't let them do the things that they want to do to start their life together. And I think that this year has been one of those years that you really have to understand what you're doing. And I think what has happened is it's just made that commitment stronger in the short term of what this life will look like. And it isn't always a great life. It's a great partner that makes a great life. And so I'm just so proud of what you've done. I think walking with you today was harder than May, and it shouldn't have been, I don't think, but it's just, you're just a special couple. And everyone's been saying it. There's just a uniqueness about you, the way you treat one another, the balance that you have for one another, which is so incredible. And that's what you hope for when you accept family members, new family members into the house. And Sean, you've done that. You've just rolled in and you've just been terrific. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate the friend group that you have. What you guys did in May to make it special I just stood there and just was so proud to be a part of that. The little fly on the wall to just see that, because that's what makes it so special. So we're glad that you could all be a part of this, be a part of their life. Many of you have been with us for years, and it's great to celebrate together with that and to be able to smile and have gotten through things. So on behalf of Rhonda and myself, thanks for being here. Thanks for investing in these kids. I know a lot of you are teachers. Man, this is what you get, right? When you give up yourself into children and they grow into young adults. And so we're very happy for that. So I'll stop rambling. To Sean and Danielle, a great partner makes a great life. To you, cheers.
What a tough act to follow. Well, hello all. My name is Brianna. If you haven't met me, missing out. Danielle was the first person that I met when I moved from Georgia to Omaha, and I lived with her for 2 wild years, full of RA events, crafting, and plenty of cherry limeade. We kept in touch when she moved to Lincoln, and then when we moved back to Omaha, we decided to go round 2 of living together. This incredible woman has taught me so much about grace and love and how to stand strong on my own. Danielle has always been an inspiration to me, and she has completely changed my life, for which I will forever be grateful. Now Sean over here fell for my girl with just one look in the background of a picture and just had to meet her. Who knew that glimpse would turn into forever? I was privileged with being the first one to ever meet Sean. I watched over the years, up close and personal as their favorite third wheel, how much love and respect these two have for each other. Sean is genuinely Danielle's best friend. He always is the first person she goes to for advice, perspective, or just a good old vent session. Sean, I look forward to continuing to watch you love on Danielle as you both push each other to be the best versions of yourselves. From loving her not only for all of the amazing qualities she has, but the goofy stuff as well, like the way she is particular about how she likes her chicken cooked, or the way her craft projects completely take over a room, or that she likes to commentate on every single movie she watches. I am grateful to stand by Danielle's side today, and the way that she has always stood by me. I want to thank everyone for being here and all the hard work that Calvin and Rhonda and Steve and Donna have put into this beautiful wedding, both of them. And more importantly, Sean and Danielle, I love you both so much, and I look forward to watching you both grow in love for many years yet to come. So I just want to raise a toast to the Callahans.
He'll be fine. You got the best Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Hello, everyone. Testing. I would first like to introduce myself. My name is Nick Chupik. I am from Wahoo, Nebraska, not from Blair, Nebraska, so that'll play a part later. First, I would like to thank the Sisson and the Callahan family for everything that you guys did, going back all the way to May, and the trouble that you guys did. It was awesome and beautiful the way you guys set everything up. So again, thank you to you guys. Speaking of Sean, first time I met Sean was freshman year at Doane College. And to be honest, it was best friends at first sight. I'm gonna keep this short, but he's one of the kindest guys. He's always a guy I can always go to if I have any problems. And it's because of him that I got introduced to the Blair Boys, and because of him again, I have 6 best friends, or 7 best friends, including Sean, that are lifelong friends. Living with Sean for 6 years or so, I'm not sure. I met Danielle, and I want to go on a tangent with something else, but I'm not going to do it. But the first time I met her, it was like, oh, you're Sean's girlfriend, cool. What I learned later on was that she is probably one of the most kindest people I know and the most creative person I know. And because of her, I can never win a Halloween costume contest. So, thanks, Danielle. My last things is you guys, just looking at you two, you guys are the perfect couple. I wish you the best life, a happy life. So again, I want to raise a toast to everybody, or raise a toast for the happy couple, Sean and Danielle.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian. Sean has been my best friend for just about my entire life. We met on the first day of 3rd grade in Mrs. Fox's class, and we found out we mutually liked Pokemon, and more importantly, our houses were within walking distance to each other. So we could hang out whenever we wanted, and by the end of that year, we were best friends. And though Sean's parents didn't know it yet, they had effectively gained a second son. I would frequently raid their pantry for fruit snacks. I would help myself to the chocolate milk in their fridge. Sean and I would spend nights and weekends playing hours of video games and staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning watching the Dukes of Hazzard and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I spent so much time over at the Callahan house that Steve and Donna insist that the leather couch that sits in their den still has my butt print imprinted into the cushion. Sean is also the reason I'm friends with all of the guys up here, from terrorizing Davis and Mrs. Harmon's 7th grade English class, to playing Call of Duty for hours with Tyler and Huey at Tyler's mom's house while she would make us all the food we wanted to eat, to staying up until 7 in the morning playing Halo Online while Jake would wear an army helmet and we would go outside to cool off. And through all the years and all the friendships, Sean and I remained as close as possible. And so when he decided he was going to Doane and I was going to UNL, we weren't worried because our houses weren't within walking distance anymore, but we were so close at that point it didn't matter. And being able to drive at that point helped too. And naturally, when school ended, we moved in together in Lincoln. And that was the start of this whole new post-college adventure for us. We would stay up until 3 in the morning drinking rum and just talking about life. Davis met his future wife at our apartment, who was under our table because of a drinking game we were playing. Sean introduced me to Chup, who would become our 3rd roommate and one of my best friends. And then when Shup told us that he was going on a date one Friday, I angrily said, fine, Sean and I will hang out without you. And Sean said, actually, I have a date too, which pissed me off a little bit. But from that, I eventually met Danielle, and I could immediately tell how smitten Sean was. He would talk about her all the time. They spent all their free time together, and she spurred a growth and maturity in him that I didn't even think was possible. Living with Sean during the early stages of this relationship taught me a lot that I didn't really know I was learning at the time. But then a couple of years later, when I met a girl, as our relationship progressed, I had this benchmark of Sean and Danielle to look to for stuff like, is it weird if I want to hang out with her all the time? It can't be weird because Sean and Danielle want to hang out all the time. So if I was ever worried, I would think, all right, did Sean and Danielle do this? And if the answer was yes, I was like, okay, this is a normal relationship thing. And that girl ended up becoming my fiance, so I think it's worked out so far. Sean has been the glue that has held so many different aspects of my life together, from my friendships to living situations to, in some ways, my own relationships. So while I wish you both a long and happy life together, I already know you won't have a problem there. Danielle, it's been a delight to get to know you the last few years, and you're now forever an integral part of our big, loud, wild group of friends. And Sean, you're my best pal, my partner in crime, the best roommate I ever had, and you're my brother for life. I wish you both nothing but joy, laughter, and love together. So if you'd all raise a glass with me to Sean and Danielle Callahan.